Three.
Yeah, exactly. Nice that you call this name, because in my heart it's gonna be always the C-Series.
Hello there, and welcome to London Heathrow Airport. Yes, there's also that trolley right there. Well, where do we find ourselves? So, Terminal 2, flying on an airline I'm not yet flown on, with an aircraft that I've actually not yet been on either. So, it's flying with Swiss International Airlines on the flights on an A220 aircraft. One of the other ones, so it was originally a C-Series, now transferred over to Airbus as part of the A220 family. It was originally scheduled to be at 100, now upgraded to 300. And overall should be quite a good trip indeed. So we find ourselves just here at Heathrow Terminal 2. Wave security open. It's an early flight, departing at 6 o'clock in the morning, landing at around 8:40 AM. So it's a very, very early flight. Actually one of my earliest of them so far. But yeah, I'll say, hopefully it should all go to plan. You know, booked on the Swiss International website, very simple process. You got my boarding pass as well, that's all printed. And yeah, next up for me now is Switzerland. So wait for security to open, should open in the next couple of minutes. And from there, we'll then get ourselves ready to fly across to the Alps. So very excited for this trip. I've been over the Alps on several occasions in real life. I mean, of course, I've been to Greece, Italy, just kind of, well, Eastern Europe in general as well. So I've flown over the Alps on several occasions, but I've actually set foot on them. That's kind of the point of this trip today, just to tick it off the list, say it's somewhere I've actually been to now in real life. So yeah, I'll go read and enjoy it. Better go rejoin the queue. There's about an hour and a half sleep, so it should be a good old trip indeed. Right, join the queue, let's get down to position. Right, we made it through security. Nice process, queue's not too bad. And well, like I say, join the queue pretty much at the moment it opened at the airport, giving us free reign over an entirely empty Heathrow Terminal 2. I've used the terminal once before, flew with Logan Air up to Durham Tees about a year ago now, something like that. It's a small little terminal, nothing too difficult getting there around. I like it actually, it's a very pretty building, got the statue there in the middle, kind of things that twirl around. We'll have a look at it in a minute. Hopefully I've got it first somewhere that I can print off a sheet of paper. Hopefully I've got like a Wi-Fi enabled thing somewhere. If not, it's not the end of the world, but what can I do? Yeah, apart from that, so far so good. So I'm going to find a printer, print something out, grab some breakfast, and then wait for the flights. So boarding's at 5:35, scheduled for a 6 AM departure. So far on time. The aircraft flew in last night, so it's actually at stand right now. Just a case of walking to stand as soon as it gets called to the aeroplane. So yeah, so far so good.
I expect the pushback engine start in around 10 minutes. I would like to introduce my two colleagues on the flight deck today. It's Captain Franziska Flückiger and the First Officer Patrick Gräber. We already now wish you a very pleasant flight.
out of Heathrow, we are greeted by another lovely sunrise over the south of England. The flight today wasn't too long, so there wasn't much need for in-flight entertainment, but Swiss do provide some light reading in the form of their magazines. The seats was I expected for the flight's duration. The A220 standard have this rather interesting design, with a single spine down the back and 2 separate seat pockets to the side. This provides relatively decent comfort, with extra leg room in the form of the legs being pushed slightly to the side. There is, however, a slightly prominent humming sound on board the A220, and this comes from the hydraulic systems on board. Later on in the flights, they come around with complimentary water and chocolates. The chocolates themselves are very, very nice, as of course Swiss is known for it, and they've had the Swiss logo printed on it.
In Swiss economy, the service will start in a few minutes. In the meantime, we invite you to have a look at the Swiss Subway menu card in your seat pocket. Please note that we only accept card or contactless payment on board. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy.
At this stage, we have some lovely views out of the French countryside before we start our descent into Switzerland.
Welcome to Zurich Airport. We ask you to keep your seatbelts fastened until the respective cabin sign is being turned off. Please open the baggage racks carefully so objects could fall out. We now say goodbye to you. Hope you enjoyed your time on board with us. Thank you for flying Swiss today.
Welcome to
and we look
Zurich.
forward to welcome you
After
on
we
board.
arrived at the stand, we were lucky enough to be invited into the flight deck.
Safe onboard journey.
Further, you have the rain map of everything of the route, so the awareness, situational awareness where you're in the room. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. Nice PFCs as well with the head-up display. What we do have, especially.
Oh, so you actually have the head-up display with some of these aircraft as well, do
exactly.
you?
Baltic doesn't have it, for example.
Very
We do
good.
have it. So it's pretty nice aircraft to fly. So many possibilities to get information about where you are, what you need, whatever.
Yeah. So it's a grand little aircraft, but it's a very noisy one as well. I've noticed the hydraulic system,
Yeah.
especially at the back there, just hums at you the whole time.
Yeah. The only thing what I regret is a bit that it's pretty loud in the cabin.
Yeah.
It's pretty loud because it's I mean you can feel that it's more or less a stiff aircraft because of the carbon fibers and everything. So and because of the climate things,
Yeah.
you can really hear it. If you compare it to a 320 Neo or something like that, it's much more comfort for the packs. But at least we do not need that much fuel as the others.
True. Very true.
It's really remarkable. It's pretty crazy. It's very nice flying because it's like with a small aircraft because of the philosophy. So it's kind of speed controlled.
Yeah.
So we do not have a vector controlled aircraft like in the Airbus. So you really fly it like a small airplane. It's quite agile.
Jetzt hast du heute so gefahren, oder?
Oh, it's pretty cool.
Genau.
Very good.
That's it.
Wirklich fertig machen.
That's it.
So where you off to next now?
Palma de Mallorca. But then we're done for today.
Very
After this early shift, it's enough. Getting up yesterday early, today early.
True, because you'd have stayed over at London overnight, wouldn't you? So you flew in last night.
Exactly.
It's the 10 PM departures, and so you landed.
Yeah, we landed already in the afternoon because we did in the morning we did Paris yesterday, and then we landed in the afternoon, so we're going to take over the aircraft in the morning.
Very good.
Hast du noch Stunden eingeben?
But we enjoyed it. I had a nice burger.
Right, well, thank you very much.
No worries.
I'll see you
Have
later.
a nice trip.
Take care.
Bye.
See you.
Well then, that was actually really pleasant, that. So I just aboard the aircraft, had a fun little chat with the pilot. I think that's the first officer I had a chat with, but yeah, very, very good. Had a little laugh, had a little chat. Gotta say, Swiss International Airlines, sorry, gotta call them right. Very, very good service. Free chocolate, bottle of water. Getting short little flights, I didn't expect much out of it, but no, they did a really good job. And the A220, I mean, it's an agile aircraft, a little nimble aircraft. I've got to say, the noise, the constant humming of the hydraulics, it's all it does, it makes noise at you. But no, what can I say, really, really enjoyed the experience today. So yeah, next stop for me, I'm going to head over towards the train station, and then from there, riding Swiss Rail up to Arosa. So next stop for me is Arosa, so next stop is Zürich, then Arosa, spend a couple hours there, back to Zurich, a few more hours in Zurich, and kind of see where I go from there. But overall, big thumbs up from the Swiss International Airlines cruise, absolutely fantastic. Right, let's go, I'll go through the exit baggage claim, and get myself out to this airport. Hope you guys enjoyed the watch. Do leave a like if you did, do subscribe if you already. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon for the next trip away. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.